about waking up, man. The morning time is the most important part of the day because it's the foundation, it's the start, it's the beginning. It's going to dictate a lot of times, what you have going on and how you're going to feel and what you're going to produce for the rest of the day. Now, me personally, I'm a big fan of the morning, obviously, for those reasons. And I forgot to write down the don'ts. But I made a list of a lot of things that you should do if you want to have a successful day, if you want to feel good, if you want to get things accomplished for the rest of your day. Now, this is going to vary between the genders, between man, between woman, and if you have a job and if you don't. Now, if you're in between jobs, you still need to implement a lot of these, and if you don't, you might feel like you don't need to. Now, number one, man, we're gonna get real nerdy and we're gonna get real fun. So let's get into it. Number one, man, you want to wake up before the sunrise, before the sun comes up, ideally. Because why? Because when you sleep, you accumulate something called melatonin, which is helping you to sleep. Excuse me. Now, when the sun rises, it does something. It activates your serotonin, which is attributed to feeling good and being alert and being awake. So when you wake up, you want to have the level of melatonin matching the energies that are presented to you outside, right? So you gradually switch from melatonin to serotonin. That's just say like if you fell asleep and you left all the lights on in your room accidentally, when you wake up, you're like, your brain and your energy does the same thing. It doesn't get a chance to smoothly transition from a sleep state, melatonin, to your awake state, serotonin. So waking up before the sunrise, very important, okay? Number two, and this is not in any particular order, so you might want to watch this video over and write things down and just order them in the way that you see fit for your personal life. Number two, man, definitely if you're going to listen to anything, depending on if you have a job or not, you need to wake up and listen to music that makes you feel good. I mean, more more so non-violent and more so wholesome, non-sexual. Now, I did read an article, a racist ass article, obviously, that was saying that people who listen to rock music tend to be happier. I think the order was rock, country, pop, and then hip hop makes people the least happy out of those genres. But to be honest, whatever music makes you feel good, you should listen to it. If it's 3 6 Mafia, what's up, Emery? If it's 3 6 Mafia, if it's ICP, if it's something that people would deem negative, but it makes you feel good, definitely go ahead and listen to that. Number three, man, one of my favorite things to do when I wake up is I like to listen to comedy. I like to listen to stand-up comedy. I don't necessarily watch skits because I don't like to touch my phone in the morning time. But wake up, listen to you some stand up comedy, man. I like Tony Roberts. I like Ali Sadiq. I like Arnez. Anything, like I said before, anything that's non sexual, anything that's non violent, um, anything that does not have to do with relationships in particular, but something that's going to make you laugh, something that's going to make you feel good, man. Make sure you get these likes up. Now, for the gentlemen, if you wake up, what's up, King Cam? If you wake up and you got some morning wood, you know what I'm saying? If you're a young, healthy, or if you're just a healthy man, you should wake up and have a stiffy, have a boner. Now, that does not mean that you need to jack your dick every time you wake up. No, that's actually the worst thing that you could do as a man is to masturbate in the morning. But if you do feel those sexual feelings when you wake up, what you want to do is you want to do breathing exercises and you want to use your hands to move that sexual energy to your third eye. That way you gain clarity. You move that vitality, you move that masculine energy to your mind so you have clarity, so you can think, so you can achieve, so you can accomplish, right? Which is the most important thing out of all these things. Accomplishing goals in the morning because that's gonna build your you like okay, you like watching ASMR. Okay, well if that works for you, if it makes you feel good and if it's wholesome, that's the whole thing. Not charging your brain, not sexualizing yourself as soon as you wake up, and not charging yourself for violence as soon as you wake up. Very important. But accomplishing your goals when you wake up, accomplishing something such as making your bed. You might want to do 10 to 20 push-ups, and for the ladies, you might want to do 10 to 20 squats. Wash 3 dishes, make your lunch. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to say I like to wake up and pick my outfit. No, you should be picking your outfit before you go to sleep. That's before you go to sleep activity. So you have to wake up and you don't have to make that many decisions because that's going to drain your willpower if you have to make a lot of decisions in the morning. So you want to be more so accomplishing goals. Okay. So Linda Lewis says, "Good morning. How are you doing? I am well. The first time watching you. You're a nice looking guy. Have a great weekend. Blessings. Can you turn your sound up? We don't understand what you are saying. I apologize for that." So the importance of accomplishing goals is going to activate something called the winner effect. The more goals that you accomplish, the faster in your morning is going to give you more motivation. It's going to put your energy in a direction to make you feel like a champ. It's going to make you feel more confident. It's going to give you an edge on certain people. That's why even though I stay in the West Coast, I still try to wake up at 5 o'clock because I know it's people in the West Coast that's waking up at 5 o'clock when it's really 2 o'clock in the morning for me. So even just to compete with people in the Midwest, I like to know that I woke up earlier than 80% of America. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, even if they have jobs and they don't have to start their job till 12 o'clock or something like that, they still want to be lazy. They still want to wake up. And my mom always told me, even during summer break, bro, you don't have any business waking up later than 9 o'clock. She will always wake me up at 8, 8:30. And I'm like, bro, I don't even have school. She would say, bro, I don't care about that. You're lazy. If you sleep past 9 o'clock, you're lazy. And I still have that mentality. So accomplishing goals, it gets your dopamine flowing. It gets all those feel good chemicals going. It makes you feel more confident, and it makes you more motivated to get more things done. Okay, so that's why it's important. A lot of you guys grew up with parents that made you make your bed in the morning, which is very important because that's a goal. Even if you don't feel like you accomplished something, your body and your brain, your soul knows that you accomplished something. Now, ideally, at some point in my life, I used to take cold showers. Yeah, that strengthens your discipline and your willpower, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily feel good. That is an accomplishment, that is an achievement, and that is a goal that you need to be able to obtain. But cold showers, yeah, it'll wake you up, it raises your testosterone, it makes you feel good, it makes your skin look a lot better and things like that. But that's something I would recommend. I might want to get back on that. Like I said, whether you have a job or whether you don't, I definitely recommend taking a cold shower. I mean, that next thing, like I said, it's in no particular order. How you doing, Oot? Make sure you like this video. Definitely. Wake up 2 hours before you go to work. Now, when I was drinking and consuming that marijuana, man, of course I wasn't waking up 2 hours before I went to work. I was waking up 45 minutes before I went to work, laid there for 15 minutes, take me 30 minutes to get ready, which is, I wasn't stinking or anything like that, but I just didn't feel like I had enough time to myself in that most important part of the day, man, that morning time. But what you should do, like I said, wake up 2 hours before you go to work so you can meditate, listen to your affirmations, pray, do what you got to do, accomplish a few goals. Because if you just wake up, boom, listen to comedy, listen to some music, take a shower, brush your teeth, didn't even have breakfast, your face is going to be all puffy. Some of you guys, your eyes are going to be red, your voice is going to sound like you just woke up. You might forget a couple things. So you do want to give yourself 2 hours before you actually have to clock in or you have to, wake your children up or something like that. So if you start work at 6, man, you need to wake up at 4. If you clock in at 8, definitely you need to be waking up at 5:30, 6 o'clock. All right. So very important. What do we have next? We have breakfast. Now, Aaron Moses. Now, I'm not a nutritionalist. I'm not a dietitian or anything like that. I didn't go to school for this, but I'm just giving you what works for me. Now, my baby mama, man, my girl, she always asks me, where do you get your energy from? Like I'm a naturally a morning person, bro. I'm always been a morning person, and I'm a night owl, which is crazy, but naturally a morning person because when I wake up, I don't eat eggs and bacon and toast and pancakes. No, I've never really been a breakfast guy. But what I do in the morning, if I can, I drink as much water as I can. You know what I'm saying? I might drink a bottle, 2 bottles of water every day. That's the best breakfast you could have. is a big, warm or hot or room temperature, ideally warm to hot, cup of water, bro, just to wake you up, just to get your circulation going, bro, right? Along with some 20 push ups, 10, 20 push ups, or for the ladies, some squats or sit ups, whatever you like to do. Not to say that the ladies can't do push ups, it's just I don't know a lot of women who enjoy doing push ups or they make that a part of their goal every day. But at the end of the day, that warm water, man, some room temperature or hot water, at least room temperature, nothing cold in the morning, bro. Um, I like to eat bananas, room temperature, something a little warm. Citrus, if you need energy, if you have issues with coffee or caffeine, or you got to drink you a Red Bull or anything like that, no, because caffeine is a drug. Caffeine is an addictive, controlled substance, bro. So, no, I'm not going to do that. Now, yes, I might tell you that I smoke a cigarette here and there when I wake up. That's not particularly good for you. That's something I'm trying to stop. And my goal is to not smoke cigarettes for the first hour of my day. Whenever I need to change my life, whenever I need to manifest something or change anything in my life, it always goes to my morning routine. That's the most important thing in life, bro, your morning routine. Think about it. You're going to be asleep for a quarter of your life. So, of course, you need to be taking care of yourself immediately when you wake up, right? So, like I said, anywhere from room temperature to hot water to the point where you have to heat it up on a heater, on a stove, some kind of heat source. Hot water, my nigga. Hot water, citrus, bananas. Now, you probably keep your you probably keep your citrus, your pineapples, or your oranges in the refrigerator. Okay, that's cool. Blend it. Get a blender. Blend it up and heat it up and drink it. I'm telling you, that'll give you all the energy you need. Water, citrus, push ups, cold shower. You don't need coffee, you don't need Red Bull, you don't need monsters. You don't even need that ginseng or caffeinated tea. I just don't believe in drinking caffeine at all. You know what I'm saying? So definitely in there you need to be listening to some kind of affirmations, stoic affirmations, self-love affirmations, discipline affirmations. Man, a lot of you guys need friends, so friend affirmations. Now, for the hard labor people, man, all the guys who work in the warehouse, all the ladies who work in the warehouse, or you do things that are physically taxing for work in the morning time, right? And this doesn't even just have to be the morning time. If you work third shift and you wake up at uh, if you do third shift and you wake up at 6 o'clock at night and you clock in at 8 o'clock and you get off of work at 3 a.m., eight to no 5 a.m., 6 a.m. If you for all the people who work overnight jobs, you can still apply this. But if you work hard labor, right, physical job, this should be your breakfast. So what I would do is, of course, I'm gonna start out with my water. I eat. I would eat a lot of carbs or a lot of starch. Now, moving and being living with my BM, she's Mexican. I stayed with her for like a year and a half, 2 years. They like to eat a lot of spicy stuff in the morning time, which I never understood that. But and I started to realize when I did the research. Okay, spicy foods a lot of times, depending on what you do and how you do it, it'll boost your testosterone. It wakes you up. It gets rid of that mucus. It makes you don't have to use the restroom. So, not to say that you need to take a big bite out of jalapeno or anything like that, but definitely I understand why, my Latino family likes to put chile, aka hot sauce, on a lot of things for their breakfast because in the black community, we don't do that. A lot of black people like to eat sweet things in the morning time. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it tastes good, make you feel good, it gets your blood running and all that. But me, I like to keep it neutral, man. I like to eat a little bit of, carbs, some starch. If you want to, my favorite thing that I had in my house, which I still have to this day, is a blender, bro. So I'll take some avocados, some happy fast avocados with some spinach, peanut butter, some rice, and just make me a little smoothie and just drink that, bro. With some citrus, some bananas, pineapples, and just make me a little smoothie. It's basically blending breakfast with lunch, so you have that energy. Those carbs are gonna give you energy. That starch is gonna give you energy. Those avocados is gonna keep you feeling right. The bananas is definitely gonna give you two bananas every morning, bros. Two bananas. If you work a hard labor job, two bananas every morning. Um, And then for lunch, I would do protein and carbs, and then for dinner, I would do all protein. So you get your fruits and vegetables out the way for breakfast and lunch, and then all dinner protein. Lunch and dinner is protein. I don't eat protein in the morning because it just doesn't feel right. Depending on, I don't eat meat in the morning. A lot of times, if I don't have a hard labor job, I would do intermittent fasting. So I would just be drinking my water. I might have a protein shake and a banana, two bananas in the morning if I don't have a hard labor job. But then I'll just be sipping on the protein shake all till I get to lunch, which is around, 12 to 1. Then I would eat. I eat something good. But intermittent fasting for the first 4 to 6 hours of my day, nothing but water, citrus, and I might have a protein shake and two bananas. But that's pretty much it, man. What should you not do in the morning time? Definitely don't masturbate if you're a man. Women, I don't know how that works for y'all because I'm not a woman and I never asked. But I haven't known any females that I've been with that masturbate in the morning. But it is what it is. Our bodies work different. So men, keep bros. Don't bust a gallon of nut in the morning. Keep that to yourself. That's your superpower. Don't. I'm telling you, bro. Don't touch yourself in the morning. It's not good for you. It's actually really bad for you. Don't do that. Don't yell. Don't listen to anybody yelling. I know a lot of people get woken up very chaotically, and I'm very sorry. The worst time that I ever woke up is when I stayed with my grandma when I was 19. I had a warrant, and she woke me up so violently, bro. I remember that to this day. It felt like my soul just dropped in my body, and I was in shock, but I still like my body was waking, my body was alert, and my brain was like on fire, and I was waking up all slow. She was banging on the stairs, and the stairs are hollow with this green carpet on it. She was sitting at the bottom of the stairs, screaming my name up a staircase, and I was angry as hell, bro. I never woke up so violently in my life. And sad to say, man, not to say that I like being in this place, but the most peaceful places that I've woken up on a consistent basis has been jail, right? Because everybody, for whatever reason, bro, like, side note, I know this is not supposed to be this type of video, but side note, if you can't follow rules in the world and society, then don't go to jail because there's even more rules in jail. That's just a side note. But waking up in jail, which is very horrible, it was still peaceful though. The most peaceful time besides that was with my dad because my dad didn't turn on all the lights, throw water on me like people who have been taking care of me have been waking me up for a very long time. Horrible way to wake up. Horrible way to wake up. But how you wake up is very important. Don't put on those violent ass ringtones, alarms. Just wake up peacefully. If you can, invest in a clock with some Wi-Fi and you could connect and wake up to a peaceful song, bro. If you could get you a separate phone and 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 play some positive music so when you wake up the first thing you hear is positive affirmations or some smooth jazz or something like that, totally do that, bro. Invest in yourself. What else should you not do when you wake up? Definitely, like I said, don't. I mean, if you feel like you need to wake up and have a drink, you need to be, getting some therapy. This video probably won't help you stop drinking before you start your day, but definitely, if you have a hangover, bro, I mean, I would recommend that you probably eat an edible or smoke some weed. But if you have a hangover, don't drink a beer. Yeah, it's gonna help, but it's not gonna help. It's gonna destroy your life. So wake up. What you don't do is you don't argue. You know what I'm saying? You don't think, don't try to make too many decisions, right? Because that's gonna take away your willpower. That's gonna drain your willpower. Don't play on your phone. When you wake up, don't lay there for 10, 15 minutes, bro. Ideally, when you wake up, you wanna spend no more than 300 seconds in the bed, bro. No more than 300 seconds. When you wake up, don't think about the argument that you got in last night. Don't think about if you had a bad dream, don't think about that. When you wake up, just move, just act. Just this is the time to program your day. This is not just programming yourself, this is programming your day. When you wake up and you think about that fight that you had last night or anything, any conflict, bro, put on some comedy. Put on some feel good music, man. Something like I said, something wholesome, something that's not about sex, something that's not about drugs, something that's not about violence. Just put on something that makes you feel good, that's not pertaining to any of those subjects. What else do you not do? Don't accept anybody's calls unless it's an emergency, right? Don't call anybody. You might have a girlfriend. You didn't call me this morning. Text her as good morning and keep it going, bro. Just tell her, like, look, we're not doing that, bro. I'm not supposed to be interacting with technology. I saw this handsome young black guy. He told me that I shouldn't do it, and I just want to see how it changes my life. You know what I'm saying? Don't check your analytics. Don't check your statistics. Don't check your stocks unless that's your job. Unless you're a day trader, don't do anything like that, bro. Don't put yourself in a position where you have to make too many decisions. Because, like I said, like I will reiterate, because that messes with your willpower. It drains your willpower, bro. So wake up, listen to something good. Put some nutrition in your body that is not meat, and accomplish some goals. But like I said, these tips that I gave are in no particular order. Use them how you will, and I hope you have a good morning, man. It is what it is. It's not what it's not. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the bang. Oh damn, I skipped one. Text somebody something funny, inspirational, or motivational, because helping people actually boosts your confidence and it raises your serotonin, gives you a little healthy hit of some good chemicals in your brain. But like I said, it is what it is. It's not what it's not. It's Aaron Moses. Comment what you like to do in your morning time, man. Comment your favorite healthy thing to do in the morning, and we'll see if we could implement that in the next time I make this video. Cause you know I like to remake certain videos. You know I might remake this video a year from now. I might feel totally different about everything that I said, which I probably won't, cause I've been doing this for like 10, 20 years. But it is what it is. It's not what it's not. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together, man. Life is in the breath. Breathe it in. Peace.